Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another nighttime pouring episode. Tonight we're playing with something really fun that I saw Olga Soby working on. She had done some really beautiful blowouts, one in blues and one in oranges and reds, and then she had used the stencil in the middle of it, and it was so pretty and it really inspired me, so I started looking around and playing with that idea. Also, I want to show you one piece that I worked on that was really fun. This was a pour I had done. I wasn't sure that I really liked it, and I was playing with it, and I had a stencil over here that I did with some of This Little Piggy Pigments, and it turned out really fun and really beautiful, and I was very happy with it. And I also have an elephant stencil that I did over here that I just think is so cute. So I really like the way this piece looks now, and it got me thinking about the stencils and that beautiful negative space, and I wanted to do black background and just do the stencil on there in the metallics with This Little Piggy Pigments. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So I wanted to show you this one because I really like the way it came out, and I wanted to see what you guys think. So let's get started. I'll show you what I'm using tonight. I have here a 10 by 10 Arteza wood panel that I have painted black. The black is actually Artist Loft Flow Acrylic mixed with Liquitex pouring medium and water. I did not put any Floetrol in it because I wanted it to be sort of shiny, which it is. So we're using a 10 by 10 Arteza wood panel. This is a Mandala heart stencil that I got from Amazon. The company is called DLY Lifestyle, and this is a DLY Lifestyle Mandala. And, you know, really pretty economical, $5 or $6 for a stencil. So I was very happy to find this one. I think it's really pretty, and I think it's going to look beautiful on this black base coat. Let me show you the piggies that I'm using, because they're very pretty. The first one we have is Lagoon, and then after Lagoon we are using Ore, and then after Ore we are using Sapphire, and Seaglass, and Frost. So the piggies are mixed tonight with this Liquitex Gloss Gel, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a creamy consistency. I'll show you guys. It's very pretty. And you could probably use any gloss gel for this. Doesn't fall off the stick by itself, but it's not very stiff. It is very creamy, and it does mix up very easily with the piggies. So my piggies are mixed. One scoop of that with probably 1/8 of a teaspoon of the piggies, and blend it all together, and there you have it. So those are our colors. Now I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to take our stencil first, and we're going to tape it down onto our canvas. I'm going to center it first. Looks pretty good. And I have painter's tape here. If I can open it up with my gloves, that'll be awesome. I got it. Okay, so we are taping it not only to keep the stencil in place, but also to keep our canvas nice and clean so that we don't make a mess. And HLA recommended the other day that I tape opposite sides to make sure that it stays flat.
Indeed.
Okay. That's pretty good. You want to make sure that it is touching the edge of the stencil. And we'll do the next one. You want to make sure it's flat on there. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Okay, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take my little palette knife, and we're going to take some of that gloss gel, and we're going to use it by itself and put one layer on there of just the gloss gel alone. And it doesn't have to be thick, but we do want one layer by itself. And what this is going to do is it's going to raise the design a little bit so it has more 3D effect, and B, is going to keep our colors from bleeding and give us a nice sharp edge. That's kind of fun. I recommend going in one direction. If you go back and forth, it tends to pull the gel off, which is not what you want to happen. Alright, so that part is done. Now we're going to take a big towel and wipe that off. Okay. So what I want to do, I think we're going to start with some of this Lagoon. And I'm just going to take some and put it on the back of the palette knife. And we're going to do kind of like a stripe. You don't need very much. I'm going to do some gold now, some of the ore. And I'm going to kind of overlap those two a little bit, not a lot though. A little bit more on there. The Sapphire. This way. Put a little bit more gold on top of that. Okay. Now I want to use some of that frost next to the Sapphire. Try not to blend them too much, because otherwise you lose your individual colors. And then we're going to use that beautiful Seaglass on this side. Okay. I'm just going to come and go over this one just one more time down here. Seaglass. What do you think, HOA?
I think you need to make the gold a little stronger.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go.
just smoothing this out now. And I am taking care of cleaning the palette knife because I don't want the colors to blend too much. But I do want a nice solid surface in there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Are you ready for the moment of truth?
Indeed.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna take the tape off. Edge of one of these fluid art sticks. And we're going to pull it up. Are you ready? Which is the top. Here we go. Ta-da! Well, that's pretty. That turned out really nice. I like that a lot. A little bit more blending in the sapphire area than I really wanted, but that's okay. That looks pretty cool.
Well, the gel
will dry clear. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how I wash those off. Take a paper towel, dip it in some water, and give it a gentle wipe. You want to be careful. This one is plastic. So you want to be careful that you're not lifting any of the like curly cues up or anything like that. Just be gentle. Get most of the paint off. Get a fresh paper towel. Flip it up, clean up the other side. And these are reusable, as you're gentle with them. Okay, there we go. And our stencil is all clean and ready to be used again. And we're good to go. So, that was kind of fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. I think this turned out really, really pretty. And I will show you guys when it's dry. It should dry fairly quickly, probably in a couple of hours. So, this was lots of fun. But I really like how it's raised up off the canvas. There's sort of a very 3D effect to it. I love that sort of gradient of all the colors. There's Lagoon and the gold ore and sapphire and frost and Seaglass. So that turned out really, really pretty. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be right back. Should we do another one?
Sure.
Turned out really, really cute. This is not dry yet, but it will be dry in a little bit. But that one was really fun, and I want to play with another design tonight. This is a beautiful flower that I found a stencil for, and we're going to use this one. So I was originally inspired by watching Olga Soby use some stencils in a couple of her blowout pours. Were really, really pretty. I will link them for you in the description box. Thank you so much, Olga. This has been so much fun. And let's go ahead and get started. So this is a 10 by 10 Arteza wood panel. I have painted the sides and edges on the top black with Artist Loft Flow Acrylic and Liquitex. I did not add any Floetrol to it because I wanted it to give it a shine, and it has dried beautifully. So that's that. Let's move that out of the way and I'll show you my colors real quick. First we are using This Little Piggy Pigments in Lagoon, because there's lovely color. And then I have Ore, which I really like, and Seaglass, which is beautiful. Then we have Sapphire and Frost. So you can find your This Little Piggy Pigments at Fluid Art Co, fluid-art.co, and get your own This Little Piggy Pigments. So these are a lot of fun. The pigments are not mixed with Mix or Liquitex Gloss Varnish. They are tonight mixed with Liquitex Gloss Gel. So this is an awesome product. It's nice and creamy. Stick, I'll show you. So it's not runny at all. Not super, super thick. It does come off if you tap it, but nice creamy consistency. Dries beautiful, clear, and a lot of fun to work with. So that's the Liquitex Gloss Gel. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is tape down our stencil. So you want to find the center of your canvas, or wherever you want it to be. That looks pretty good. Just a little bit. That's straight, yes, okay. I'm going to use our painter's tape. Keep pushing it down all the way. Okay. So we're using painter's tape not only to hold the stencil onto the canvas, but also to keep our canvas clean, so we don't make a mess. Okay, let's take the opposite side now. Making sure that our stencil is nice and flat. I think this one's going to be really big. Okay. Next. So, step one is to take your gloss gel, and I'm using a square palette knife. I'm just going to get a good dollop on there, and I'm going to cover the whole stencil with the gloss gel. And what this is going to do is two things. First of all, it's going to give us kind of a raised design, so it's going to be standing out from the canvas. It's not going to be flush. What is it? You said proud. It's going to be sticking up a little bit, which is a very cool three-dimensional effect. And second of all, it's going to keep your colors from bleeding underneath the stencil. And I got this Liquitex Gloss Gel from Amazon, but you can find it in most art supply stores. Pretty sure Michael's has it. I'm sure Blake has it. I'm sure Jerry's has it. All the big ones. Okay, so we're going to make that nice and smooth. But you still want to be able to see your design, though. Okay. Don't push too hard. It's going to be taking it off. What you don't want to do. Nice even pressure. Okay. Alright, so that's good. Good job. Okay. Let's see. So one that I had done previously, I had started to do it from the outside and worked my way in, and I got a lot more blending than I wanted. So this time we're going to do it the opposite way. We're going to start on the inside. We're going to put a little bit of gold on here in the center of our flower. Put just a little bit of gold in the middle and spread that around. Okay. And now I'm going to come in with the Seaglass and kind of go around that a little bit. Okay, now we're going to come in with some of the Lagoon. And go around the perimeter of that top part. I'm going to blend it a little bit. Okay. I'm going to use some of the Sapphire. And we're going to come in down in here. So I think I want to use the Frost first, and then the Sapphire. just going to put a little bit around this area. Okay, and now we're going to use the Sapphire. And we're going to go on this bottom section over here. I'm going to clean off the palette knife now. We're going to just sort of spread outward from the center. I'm getting some blue in the middle, but that's okay. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit more gold right in the middle. Okay, and that should do it. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
I was.
Okay,
Super Perez.
take this tape off and see what we got. Okay. Moment of truth. Are you ready, darling?
Yep.
So. Ta-da! That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Awesome. I actually like how it blended like that. That's really pretty. I love the Seaglass in there. I like the frost in there. I love the Sapphire. I like a little bit of gold. And I love the Lagoon, of course. So that's pretty cool. So not real complicated. Something nice and easy. You know, acrylic pouring can be frustrating sometimes, especially if you're not getting the result that you want right off the bat. And sometimes it's nice to fall back on something that's not that hard to do, that's going to give you a very, very pretty result. And I really like this idea because I love the fact that you can use the piggies with the gel gloss and their colors shine through, and it's fairly simple to do. Stencils are available everywhere from dollar store to any art store. So this is a lot of fun. I hope you guys have fun trying them yourselves, and I will link for you in the description box on Amazon. Just search through stencils for painting and you will find a ton of them. So this is pretty neat. Again, that's a 10 by 10 Arteza canvas wood panel, and we use This Little Piggy Pigments from Fluid Art Co. And I use the Liquitex Gloss Gel. So this is a lot of fun. I'll show you guys when it's dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's super, super windy here today. Sorry. Gale's in a fury as usual. But this is the dried result. This is a couple of days later, actually. And this is so pretty. I am in love with these colors. That Lagoon, come on, focus. The Lagoon, or the Sapphire, the Frost, and the Seaglass. The Seaglass is just so stunningly beautiful and transparent with some sparklies in it. Whoop! Come on, Gail. All right, let's just hold it. But I hope you can see like that really cool raised edge. Sorry. The wind is blowing it around. But it turned out really, really cool. I like that one a lot. That's the Mandala heart. And let me show you the other one, the flower. So the flower, I actually put some Tri-Art liquid glass on it. And oh my goodness, she's a glowing. She's so pretty. Lagoon, the Seaglass up there. Ah, just so pretty. And a little bit of Sapphire right in there, and how it all kind of blended in a few places. Really, really beautiful though. This one, it really looks like it's glowing, and it's super shiny. So this was Tri-Art Liquid Glass. And okay, so I don't know if you guys can see the canvas sparkling or not, but or the wood panel, but I was originally going to use reds, and so when I was putting away one of my piggies, it kind of blew some magic fairy dust all over the black base coat, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. So every once in a while I see a little bit of red sparkle in there. But it's kind of neat. But these are so shimmery, shiny, and just sparkly and beautiful. I hope you guys can see that. So once I put the Tri-Art Liquid Glass on, there is still some dimension in there. It has filled in some of the gaps, so it's not as pronounced as it is on the one with no varnish, but still very, very awesome. Super happy about this. I'm loving these colors. This Little Piggy Pigments are just amazing. And so, I want to go play. I have some more stencils, so we're gonna see a few more of these. I did want to show you one other one. This was a Convexo 6-inch round that I did. Really, really pretty. And this one has some texture on it at HOA's urging. And I did also use the Tri-Art Liquid Glass on this one. This one, I did not thin out the liquid glass, but in this one I did. I added a little bit of water to it, so I put like 5 ounces of the liquid glass in my cup and then about a ½ ounce of water, and it just spread a lot easier, and I just tilted it to cover. I didn't use a brush or anything like that, but just absolutely gorgeous and shiny, and the piggies are sparkling and beautiful, and this was a lot of fun. So yeah, I love this one though. I'm like seriously in love. I'm gonna have to play with this again. So maybe we'll do a bouquet. That might be fun. Can you see that shimmery sparkliness? I love it. Anyways, thanks for being here with me today, you guys. I will see you real soon, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single